What's up, everybody? Welcome back to QC Comics with, of course, another action figure unboxing video. And today we've got the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars Master Roshi figure. And this is, of course, as you can see, the pumped up Master Roshi. This is available for the first time in a single pack now. I just got this from Amazon. I had it pre-ordered, came 2 days later, although I believe the figure was available in some sort of a 2-pack prior to this. So I can't remember who the other figure Roshi was paired with, but I know there was a 2-pack that he was available with. But if you're not available, or if you're not interested in that, or it's not available to you, this is definitely the way to go now. I picked it up for $19.99 on Amazon, as I mentioned. Great price. I'm happy for a 6.5-inch figure to be paying under 20 bucks. That's excellent. Definitely happy to get it for that. The packaging is the standard Dragon Ball Super packaging, but it is excellent as always with the shiny gloss on the side there with the artwork. So if you're an inbox collector, these stacked side to side to side are definitely going to look really good. Then the back here, you've got just your standard kind of action figure preview here. Although it's done really clean and really sleek. You know, it's just the figure, a little bit of colored background. It just looks really good. So overall, they do really good packaging with these. Definitely happy with the Dragon Stars lines of figures. Although I am not an inbox collector, so I don't have to be too gentle with this. But if you are an inbox collector, I mean, they do good stuff. Most figures, most lines of figures do now. I think they all have pretty good packaging. They've all ironed out the kinks and worked everything out. So with Roshi here, we actually have a pretty good selection of additional hands for whatever kind of poses you want to do. I think I'll just pop all these out here. So as you can see, he's got the one hand here so he can hold his staff, and then the other hand is a fisted hand. So you have this one here so you can swap it out. Oh, wait, okay, yeah. So just a closed fist there. This is the hand I was looking for, sorry. So if you want to put that staff in the other hand, here is that. And then you've got 2 open hands here. And that's for, if you want to pose him like he's, getting ready for a martial arts showdown and he's in a particular stance, or maybe you want to edit into your photography a nice key blast coming out of the hands. Those are always good to have. Although I don't think I'm going to swap them out. I mean, maybe I will, depending on if I'm doing a photo and just kind of from one angle to the other. I think one hand will look better than the other. As I pop them out, both hands come right off. But thankfully with most of these figures, everything pops on and off pretty easily. But I do... Oh yeah, gosh, that goes on really easy. But it also means it's, as you can see, it's going to come off really easy too. So kind of a blessing and a curse. Oh, that one actually had a nice good pop, snap back in. I don't know, but I mean, I can give it a little bit of tug, and it's got a little wiggle, but it's not too bad. Hopefully, it won't be an issue. What will for sure, I mean, I don't want to say it's going to be a huge issue, but these shoulders are so bulky, and you can kind of see the joints in there, that I just had a feeling it was going to be really loose. And you can actually kind of hear that click, so that's... It holds really well in a certain direction, but then from other directions, it's just kind of... you can if that shows up in the video there, yeah, it's just kind of a little loose. But like I said, I've said in other Dragon Stars videos, it's typically happens with Dragon Stars, which is just kind of a pain because, if you want to have them holding this up in a certain way, it's just going to have a tendency to, yeah. But that's okay. It's, it is what it is. Overall, though, the look of Roshi, it's a pretty simple look. He's just got the white tank top on, but you do have some nice muscle sculpture there. The arms aren't that sculpted. Yeah, I think it could be better. And the pins could definitely be done so they're not as noticeable. But overall, I'm happy with it. I'm not going to gripe on it too much. But yeah, moving these shoulders, it really feels like either it's loose or you're about to snap it. The legs, however, do not feel that way. Everything feels really firm and stiff. You kind of hear the clicks as it moves. I really hope that's not something that's going to wear down over time, but I can't imagine I'm going to do too much photography with good old Roshi here. So, and he does have pretty wide, flat feet, so I imagine posing him, yeah, it's going to be a piece of cake. So that is always a big plus. And as far as the paint applications go, everything's in its place. There's really not much to talk about other than on his sandals there. You know, there's no green smearing up onto the foot. It all looks really clean, so that's good. And then the same goes for the glasses. And I guess you could do say for the eyebrows as well. You know, the paint's all where it needs to be. It's all simple, but it's done well. So, you know, simple isn't necessarily a bad thing as long as it's done well. And for the most part, yeah, Master Roshi is looking pretty good. All right, so there was the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star Series Master Roshi figure. As I mentioned, I'm pretty sure this is one that just came out. So hopefully I'm beating some people to the punch here. If anybody else does Dragon Ball Super action figure unboxing and reviews. Overall, though, I think Roshi, if I got to give him a grade, I think he's a solid 8 for me. I didn't really touch on the belt. It's nice, rubbery, but, you know, pretty simple, but looks good. Everything does what it's supposed to do for the Master Roshi figure. Everything looks clean. Everything's, like I said, it's simple, but that's not necessarily a knock on it. It's just, it's simple, but it's done well. The only real issue I have, everything from the waist down is great. Everything from you know, the waist up and the torso area is fine. The head actually does have a bit more movement than a lot of Dragon Star's figures do. He can actually look up a little ways, so that's a plus. The only real downside is you just get so much gap between here and here that it just kind of, take away the arms and it looks like a pretty solid, you know, rendition of Master Roshi. But when you just take a look at these arms, it's just that the gaps that these huge shoulders create, it's just weird looking, and the pins are super noticeable. Even though it's all the same flesh tone paint, it just really stands out. So that I could forgive. This, I feel like, really, they could have done something better with that. And then I didn't really mention with the staff. The staff is fine. There's different grooves, and it's kind of curved a bit, so it fits better in his hand at different positions than others. So, you know, you just got to play with it a little bit. It kind of fell out of his hand real easy earlier, but it really does stay in there pretty snug. You just got to kind of twist it and turn it a bit. So, anyway, there is Master Roshi. Solid 8 for me. Good Dragon Stars figure. If you can find it for retail and you want a Roshi in your collection, and let's be honest, why wouldn't you? I definitely recommend picking it up. If they ever announce just the regular kind of skinny Roshi down the line, I think having these two together would be an excellent pairing for your shelf or your photography. But yeah, I would say if you can find this one for retail, or even if it's a GameStop price, like it's that $22.99, I think it's worth it. But if you're hitting aftermarket, I wouldn't go above $23. I mean, anything else for the quality you're getting, it just, you know, anything above $23 just is not. I don't know. That's me personally. Maybe you would want to do it. Maybe you're a big Roshi fan and you have to have it. Do what you got to do. But check back this next time. We should have some new action figure unboxings coming up. Hopefully GameStop has some Star Wars figures coming in, so we will get those unboxed and reviewed. Until then, take care. We'll see you next time.